What is up, guys and girls? Welcome to another episode of the Nonsense Review, or the Retrospective. We don't know yet. Joining me today is Rick, and I am Devon.
Hello.
Those of you familiar with the podcast know that when I introduce an episode like that, it means it's a rainy day episode, which means we can't talk about our weeks because we don't know when this is coming out. So, to that end, we still a retrospective segment, and that segment is...
Nonsense, asinine hypotheticals. Do you have one for me today?
Yes, I do. And it might be the most easy, obvious question ever. But we're going to do it anyway. Rick, today we're watching an episode of Adventure Time called Wizard Battle. Congratulations, you get to enter someone into the tournament. But you don't want to enter the strongest, who will just steamroll everything. You want to enter the wizard that will make the battle the most fun. Who do you pick and why? Because obviously if you just wanted someone to win, you just throw in Gandalf and call it a day.
Yeah, but by the same token, Gandalf the Grey is a lot less powerful and would make it a bit more interesting. However,
Gandalf the Grey took down the fucking Balrog, bro.
Yeah, I also think he's a bit more no-nonsense when he pulls out all the stops. So...
I kind of get what you're saying, but Gandalf the White never doesn't pull out all the stops.
Oh, yeah. He's like a leaking sponge in terms of the stops that he's pulled out. He's like always on all the time.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think the analogy you picked really works, but
yeah. Man, this is a tough one.
I try and be fun.
Probably Marvel Loki.
Yeah, but he just curb stomped the fucking place.
Yeah, but it'd be mostly illusions and doing funky stuff.
Okay.
He's nothing if not a showman, especially when he knows that it's just a tournament and not just,
It's not a tournament, it's a battle royal, there's a difference.
Oh, a battle royale. Oh, cool. Yeah.
I mean, it's true, like, everyone's in the arena at once, and you get knocked out one by one.
Sure. Keep coming back to Vivi, but that's just cruel, putting him in there.
Yeah, because he'd kill everyone.
But he's also got 1 HP, so if someone hits him, he's not having a good time.
I'm sorry, in what world does Vivi have 1 HP?
No, but compared to everyone else in 9, he's one of the squishier ones.
Yeah, but he's not fighting melee guys, he's fighting other wizards. He has auto-reflect, bro.
Sure.
And he has reflect times 2, so he casts spell on himself and makes it twice as powerful.
Yeah. I'd probably throw in some kind of bard for this, but I can't think it's real difficult. I'm struggling to come up with a wizard or mage or just any kind of spellcaster who is both strong enough to get far enough and also entertaining without just being ridiculously OP and just will win.
I mean, I don't really care. I'm just saying Loki is a bit... I don't think Loki would fuck around is the thing. I think Loki would see it beneath him and just end it.
I also think he would bend people's minds to fight each other, and that's where the entertainment would come from.
But they're already doing that.
Yeah, but he can basically make it so that he is a lower priority target, so that they'll just run straight past him and just go for the guy behind him.
But Rick, all he has to do is not start shit. You could have anyone fulfill the role you're talking about. I don't care, you can go for Loki and have that be the justification, but,
Yeah, because my mind is blanking on this one, I'm just going to stick with Marvel Loki. How about you? Who'd you pick?
I did have an answer, but because of all the discussion and back and forth we've had, it's now gone. So that's fun. I'd pick Constantine, but specifically drunk Constantine. Because you'd get varying levels of super bullshit OP spell that KOs 4 people, followed immediately by abracadabra, and then nothing happening. So, it's kind of balanced. Again, he has to be shit-faced, that's the caveat, otherwise he'd curb stomp everyone.
Yeah, totally.
But yes, you have a question for me?
Yeah, my one for you is, you learn an instrument. You become a master at the instrument. Which instrument do you pick?
The theremin.
Oh, is that the one where depending on where your finger is, it makes a different tone?
Yes.
The Doctor Who instrument.
My actual answer is the harp.
Sure.
I'd love to be a heavy metal awesome guitarists. Yes, I'm multiple people. Guitarist. But I don't know, man. Have you ever heard a harp be played by someone who knows how to fucking play it?
Yes.
It's magical.
We had a harpist at school. Yeah, it was great.
That's what I'd pick, because I feel like that's a cool thing to just be able to do, but also I feel like there's not that many people who do it.
Yeah, I think it's a pretty good pick.
Oh, what about you?
I'm gonna be a real basic bitch and say the piano, because with the piano you've got access to nearly all the other instruments at nearly full power through the magic of the synthesizer.
Right, so your hacks, got it.
I would actually say probably if you go with a pipe organ, then you could just translate that to a piano real easy. So I'm going to go with a pipe organ because it's much more complicated and it sounds much more epic.
Rick's trying to backpedal from his bullshit answer.
But yeah, I know harpists and organists, and like they're both very talented.
Absolutely, like anyone who can play an instrument semi-well, I wouldn't say I'm envious of, because, you know, it's a skill you can learn just like any skill, but, you know, you gotta appreciate the dedication. So yeah, Rick, I think those were pretty fun questions. What are we doing today?
Adventure Time, Season 3, Episode 8, Wizard Battle. 3, 2, 1, and go.
So yeah, we wanted to basically watch the episode which was Huntress Wizard's debut episode, which is technically this, but she doesn't speak in it. So
yeah.
It is fortunately also the debut and possibly only episode of Abracadaniel, so we're going with that instead.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Abracadaniel shows up again in future. It's just he's nowhere near as important as he is here.
He's not even important in this one, really.
No.
He is the instrument through which Finn can channel his jealousy. How the fuck is the wizard battle so poorly fucking sold?
I think it's because the people just don't respect wizards apart from wizards.
That's gross.
Just finding his own armpit hot dog.
I am Boss Nass.
Go away, science wizard.
Makes sense.
Oh, this is why Ice King can't enter, because he's technically not a wizard.
He is in it.
Is he? Okay.
He does cheat at one point by summoning ice nunchucks.
Okay.
It's only cheating if you get caught. Look, she's yucking out, going like, "Look at these lips, son!"
Yeah, look at this number 3 on my face. Just get turned into cats.
God damn, that's a sinister sentence, eh?
Oh yeah, Finn being horny.
Yeah, Finn's a creep, but he's a teenager, so it kind of gets hand-waved. If you have a teenager living at home and they act like this, you need to teach them that the behaviour's not okay.
Yeah. I'm guessing that's where Abracadaniel's hiding.
Yeah, that's where they find him. That's fucking bollocks, isn't it?
Yeah, the Grandmaster Wizard of Ceremonies just doing the most damage out of everyone.
Oh, everyone has the same idea.
Yep.
There's Huntress Wizard. Did you see her in the stands?
I didn't.
It was a blink and you miss it kind of moment. It's quite something seeing a spell take so much physical force. I'm the Magic Fist. What's your ability? Really?
Fisto! I have fisted all that I can fist. I can fist no more.
I've created this mechanical robot. I call him Fisto Robato. That's an Archer joke for you guys.
Yeah, that was... Is that the good old, the Scooby-Doo?
The fucking, I've forgotten the name of the show, Home Improvement.
Oh, a Home Improvement, yeah.
I'd also rather be playing with my cat.
If I had one.
That's clearly John DiMaggio. No? What a shit cantrip, I say, knowing my character has it.
Why didn't the barrier stop it?
Magic, Rick.
Yep.
Maybe it only works on organic.
Oh yeah, here she is.
Yeah.
Oh, Huntress Wizard has got a TIE Fighter sound.
I want to be naked! In case you remember that guy.
You turned me...
I'd also not like to be magically changed colour.
I wouldn't mind being blue.
Why would you want to be blue, Rick?
If I gotta be changed colour, I'd probably want to be like... I think blue is a pretty good one, because people probably know you're not blue of your own accord.
Okay.
And if you're green, you look sick.
Has Abracadaniel got a fucking fanny pack?
I think he does. Yeah, he does. An actual bum bag.
I'm not knocking the bum bag, by the way. It's super practical.
Like, I remember you wearing a bum bag all the time on holiday when I was younger.
If I remember rightly, Finn wins by a sonar yell, the most cowardly of magics.
Yeah.
Grandmaster Wizard. That's, oh boy.
Grandmaster Wizard of Ceremonies.
I'm a man who deserves a kiss. My Master of Ceremony Wizard can't be that impressive.
Yeah, if Finn can just, like, dismantle his Katniss.
Again, it's real problematic behaviour, isn't it?
Yep.
My little Finn's becoming a man.
Yeah.
You see the little tail wag?
Tail wagging.
Yeah, we both got it. Oh, it really is. It smells salty in here.
Peppermint Butler just doing the doing the song. Rock Wizard being a cockblock.
I don't think he even did it on purpose.
No.
A little slap, right? Yeah. Man, PB hasn't really got curves that fucking curvy.
No, I think she's
Padding.
She's got a bigger ass for this episode. Either that, or she just rolled up her dress and it just went to her hips.
Could be.
Because she's all bubblegum anyway.
Yeah. Again, I've seen one of my favourite hentai pictures because it's funny, not because it's sexy, is Marceline going down on PB. And then she comes up and she just bursts a bubble of chewing gum. And it cuts to PB with really red cheeks going, that's disgusting.
Yeah.
It's so fucking funny.
Yeah, if you can't have a giggle about something like that, then, you know, just grow down.
No, but for real though, just kudos to
embrace your childishness.
Whoever had the artistic talent to draw that and also had the idea. Because
yeah,
I never would have gotten that in a million years, I don't think. Not naturally. Oh, different Frederator logo. That's how long it's been between episodes.
Yeah. Another season.
Indeed. But yeah, that's the end of Adventure Time Wizard Battle. What did you think?
It was a fun little episode. It wasn't quite as impactful as the other debuts that we've had, but that's fine.
I mean, debuting character that we actually wanted to look at didn't even have any lines, so...
Yeah, she just had... I said a TIE Fighter sound, it was actually an X-Wing laser sound, but yeah.
Oh yeah, because I'm going to fucking pick you up on that.
But yeah, how about you? What do you reckon?
It was a fun episode. Like, it was a nothing episode, but I don't care. This is what I remember Adventure Time being. Self-contained little adventures that are just fun.
Yeah, hence why it's Adventure Time and not massive long arc time.
Well, cut forward like 3 seasons and it does kind of become that.
Oh yeah. As soon as I started picking it up, it was basically everything is now in order.
Yeah. But we'll not dwell on that. We'll dwell on that when we get to it. If we get to it, who knows? Rick, do you have a favourite moment?
My favourite moment was actually when the full-on wizard fight actually broke out and the wizards were actually just fighting each other as opposed to, you know, all hiding like bitches.
Well, yeah, like I do like the explanation in universe from Abracadabra, who straight up said, look, there's elemental wizards and they square off against each other because they're the natural foil of one another.
Mm-hmm.
So we wait for that to happen and then we just scrum it up.
Yep. But yeah, how about you? What was your favourite moment?
My favourite moment, as silly as it might have been, is there was like 4 or 5 wizards at the beginning of just before the fight started who, upon learning that the prize for fighting to the death was simply a kiss from Princess Bubblegum, just went, alright, I'm out.
But specifically, not even an open mouth kiss, just a peck on the lips.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that detail even matters really though, is it? Because if you're there for some sort of prize money, a prize of actual substance, that ain't shit.
Yeah, but for the one that the brain wizard who asked, that was the straw that broke the camel's back. He was probably going to be okay with an open mouth kiss.
Which I don't really get I don't really understand why that would tip the fucking scales.
I don't know. Being able to French a princess versus a peck on the lips.
At least negotiate a gob job. Like, if you're fighting to the death for a prize, at least get some gratification out of it. If you can get yourself off to a kiss alone, more power to you, but...
Prize is Princess Blowy.
That would be a better prize. Anyway, I digress. Yeah, we don't only talk about the good, we also talk about the bad. Rick, weakest link.
There wasn't as enough characterization of other wizards. All we got was just Abracadaniel and Ice King, and the rest of them were just there. Like, it would have been cool if we'd have had other wizards, be characters. For instance, Huntress Wizard, who, yeah, she made a debut. All she did was make a sound. But yeah, how about you? What was your weakest link?
Weakest link is, granted, it was part of my favourite moment and part of the breakdown, but the weakest link really is that these episodes don't matter. They're fun and I enjoy them, but you don't lose anything by skipping them over.
Sure, yeah, I feel it.
Basically how you feel about Tony episodes in Steven Universe.
To a degree, yeah. I think it's one of the reasons that I didn't really feel the need to go back and watch the older episodes, because they were just episodic.
Pretty much, man. Like, even the other episodes we watched, which was Marceline's debut, etc., like, her debut is so not like her. It doesn't really matter.
Like, you can pick up a feel just by her being in an episode. And that's the same for a lot of the characters in this series. Like, you pick up the character's feel just from what they're like in the episodes that they're in. Okay, Peppermint Butler wasn't his normal self in this, but when there's a focus on him, you get to realize that he's like a master of eldritch darkness.
Well, I think that's a thing that Adventure Time kind of suffers from, in the sense that they have this thing where I don't think they know what they're doing with the character when they first introduce them, especially in these early seasons where they're just having fun. There's no real underarching plot. But yes, we don't like to end on a negative, we like to end on a highlight. So to that end, Rick, who gets your MVP award?
I think it's going to be the Ice King this time, because he was a pretty good villain for the episode without being, too villainous. He was just he was an obstacle.
That's kind of his deal in these early seasons, though.
Yeah, pretty much. Sometimes he'll kidnap a princess and he becomes, like, the villain for that episode, and Finn needs to go rescue the princess. But even then, he's probably doing it to hang out with Finn and Jake more than to actually, smooch the princess.
I think it's 50-50, but yeah.
Yeah, it's about 50-50. But yeah, I think it was pretty cute how he, like, went over to Finn and Jake and just said, "Oh yeah, you're here too? Yeah, I'm going to enter. I'm going to cheat." And then he does, even though he doesn't need to.
Well, exactly, you're right, because there's a point near the end of the episode where he summons an ice sword and an ice shield, which is apparently fair game because he managed to summon them via magic. So why couldn't he just make ice nunchucks and win legit?
Yeah. Yeah, he's just like the ultimate Dick Dastardly of wizards in this episode. Like, he could have just won on his own power, but he stops to cheat.
Bastard, but incompetent bastard.
How about you? Who's your MVP?
My MVP is going to have to be... I'm going to give it to Princess Bubblegum.
Okay.
Because she had no real reason to offer herself up as a prize. She just did. And then when she learnt that Finn cheated, she first gave him a big old smooch because she realised, oh, the kid really wants this, and then immediately slapped him because do not violate the sanctity of wizard battle.
Yep.
She stuck to her guns, and kudos to it.
I love how she did it in the same tone as well. That's for doing it for me, and that's for cheating. And she did it without breaking a smile as well.
Like, again, we joke that Princess Bubblegum is a war criminal, because she is. But she's, before we even get to her mad scientist portions of her character, she is still a relatively skilled diplomat.
Yeah, like, it's one of those, like, the Candy Kingdom is basically the only one that matters for a lot of time in Adventure Time.
Like, well, we've got Ice Kingdom and Candy Kingdom. Ice Kingdom doesn't really count.
And Flame Kingdom, like...
It doesn't exist.
Yeah, only matters when Flame Princess matters. And then Slime Kingdom is like the one that very, very definitely does not matter.
And they went to Lumpy Space once because that was enough.
Yup.
And on that bombshell, we're going to end the episode there, guys. We do like our dives into Adventure Time, even though we use them as emergency fodder. So, yeah, if you've got ideas for other episodes, leave a comment down below. If you're not watching via YouTube, obviously that's not an option. You will instead have to send us an email. Where have they said email to?
nonsensereviewuk@gmail.com. Once again, that is nonsensereviewuk@gmail.com.
Not much else to say other than join us again next week, where we will hopefully return to our regularly scheduled episodes. Or more Adventure Time. Who knows? Hopefully not.
Bye.